pedal.
Hello, and welcome. I have a weird thing with horror games. I rarely find them scary, yet I'm always drawn to their story. Most games I play, I just want to go back into the action. You know, yeah, save X, defeat Y, win the game. I get the point. But now can I get on with it? And it's probably why I'm more drawn to shooters of all types. Shoot 'em ups, first and third person, even run and gun games like the Contra series. Now this is where Fear comes in. And I want to talk about it. Fear is a first person shooter made by Monolith. It is also a horror game. Fear, or First Encounter Assault Recon, to give its full name, was made by Monolith for PC, Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 in 2006. It has also two DLCs, the Perseus Mandate and Extraction Point, which I won't be talking about today, which, like was to copy later on, was standalone and do not need the original Fear game to play. In 2008, the Gold Edition was released for PC. By the way, this is really cheap on GOG right now and is well worth picking up. Right, so you play as Point Man, nameless protagonist. They were pretty common enough back then. As you chase down this Paxton fella, who's a psychic cannibal, which pretty much is the most grounded part of this game. You are part of Fear, a three-man team. Fear is a paranormal counter that was formed from the US Army. Vettel wants to use psychic clones to infiltrate the Armor Champ facility. The story is a lot deeper than a FPS has any right being. And the fact is, it is a first-person shooter, it's not a survival horror. Ammo isn't rare, nor are health pickups. Even if you play it on normal or harder difficulties, they are pretty common and not so, it's not really a survival horror, it's a horror game. It kind of needs to be differentiated about, right? Anyway, the story is worth playing just to go through the experience. Nothing is what it seems. Like Alma, honestly, her story and her part in Fear is something you need to experience for yourself. And I honestly don't really talk about stories except if I feel they're good or real major plot holes which needed to be discussed. So yeah, honestly, just play the game just for the story, it's something else. I must admit, the sequel bait at the end, kind of annoying, but yeah, fantastic story, well worth watching, and just honestly, just the experience is fantastic. Okay, graphically, it seems not to have aged well. It is a almost 10-year-old game now, almost a 20-year-old game now, 17 years old. Oh my gosh. And to be fair, it wasn't really top tier when it was released. Until the shit hits the fan. Yeah, this game is really frantic at times, and when it does, you just see how good the graphics are. There's like these area warping explosions, which I love. You know, when something explodes and all the air goes convex, and you see it like all magnified and goes back and just like ripples the area. I love that. It's just something else. The number of particles on screen and the lighting is all amazing. Good horror game needs good lighting, and good lighting can improve the look of any game. I shit you not. Like, look at the old Splinter Cell games, like on the PlayStation 2, and just see how good it could be when the lighting was fantastic, when they had to use light effects. Honestly, and Fear does this well as well. It's absolutely great the way we do it. Now, all these extra added effects add this real surreal element to Fear, and just makes it something else. The atmosphere is really oppressive, even in the large open areas. We got like, courtyards. That's the word, courtyards. Because it's like surrounded by taller buildings, it still feels really oppressive. And it's got like, it's just something else. I think a lot of it is really well done, and it's just, for a horror game, it's exactly what a horror game should be. It should be atmospheric, it should be oppressive, you should be worrying about what's around the next corner. And to be fair, the enemies turning to literal red mist is a spectacle for you to see. The gameplay is something else as well. The AI seeks cover you know, flanks, listens to orders. It really is quite advanced for its time. I was thinking about how to compare this, and the closest I can ever remember is on Rogue Leader. My favourite Star Wars game, favourite game in general, is that you have to shoot the TIE fighters in order. And with these guys, you really got to think fast, because they will flip scenery, and you know, they will duck behind cover, they'll hide behind the walls, they'll flank you. You got to know where they're coming from, and you're on your own, and it's just really well done. And the best thing about this, it makes every subsequent playthrough a lot fresher, as it never really repeats itself. So yeah, Fear for that is something else, and it's something everyone talks about and they go into great technical detail. I'm not. It's fantastic to watch. But yeah, I do this. The weapons are fantastic, work better than you expect. The shotgun is fantastic, it blows your opponents away, sometimes into multiple pieces too. But like, the problem with shotguns sometimes it can be too overpowered, and you can just run through a game with the shotgun. But luckily they don't do this, and distance is very important. If you're up close, it's going to work. If you're too far away, you're going to get murdered. It's not going to do any damage. As the SMG is a constant stream of bullets for close-up and can feel slightly overpowered in close combat due to the excessive DPS, and it is excessive. It's a shooter is made or broken with its guns, and Fear really succeeds at doing it. It's just something else. I love the guns in this. You can only take 3 at a time, so you kind of got to choose what you need for the mission. You can have assault rifles, railgun, there's so many choices of weapons you can have, but you need to choose them for the level. Running it all around with just a shotgun, and when you're in a large open area, you're going to have a bad time. But if you're going to run around this, you know, cramped areas with a sniper rifle, you're also going to have a bad time. Yeah, choose your weapons wisely, and there you go. Also, you have this ability to slow down, not kind of slow down time, it's more like a reflex, because you're moving slightly faster than the enemy. And this again, something brilliant, absolutely fantastic method. A bullet time, nothing new for gaming. I mean, Max Payne did it well as well. But yeah, in this way, it's really good. You can just slaughter enemies and see the, like again, you see the air being warped as the bullets go through it. It's fantastic. I love this. It's a fantastic game, and everyone should play it. Well, except for like my one big issue, which is not really a big issue for me, but I found I was searching in circles to get an objective done. Like, I'll be going around the whole area and going like, wait, where do I need to go? There's no way to point out where you need to go. There's nothing on your HUD, nothing at all. So you can look around for ages. I don't actually really have an issue with this, because I would be doing this anyway. Like, I'd end up just going to the next bit because I'm just busy exploring the game. But I can see how this could be really frustrating for some players. I mean, like, I spent one time like 10 minutes trying to find out where to go, but I was enjoying it because I just love the scenery, I love the atmosphere, and honestly I really enjoy exploring this. Okay, now music and audio is again well done. It's atmospheric, it's something else. The guns sound meaty as hell, the enemy sounds great, you can actually hear them giving orders, you know, and just brilliant, and it adds so much atmosphere. And music is good in games. When music is done in games, it can be really good, and you rarely see it. That's the problem. But with Fear, they really use music and sound effects well, and I really enjoyed this watch. I really enjoyed listening to it, and I just hearing like the sound effects, the running, all sorts, your footsteps, and everything is made just to slightly creep you out, and it's done brilliantly. Monolith has done a well job with Fear. Anyway, so yeah, pick up Fear. It's cheap as chips right now on GOG.com. That's where I play most of my games now anyway. I've like completely gone off Steam. GOG is a place for me, and a place for anyone who wants cheap games. Saw the Steam sale, just GOG is fantastic. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you like Warhammer, there's Wayland games down below, which is great for you. It's Forbidden Planet if you like comics, and of course there's my merchandise and comics as well. There you go. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.